Okay, well, it's been a couple of days. Sorry about that. I'm going to go ahead and take this wheel off and see if I can get the other front brake to bleed up, and if that's the case, then I can drive it closer to the garage. It's kind of downhill and I don't want to lose control of this thing with only one brake and run into the house and, you know, cause untold amount of carnage. So I'm gonna get this jacked up, try to get that brake off. Try to get that brake blade, get this tire off, and go from there. That way I'll be a lot closer to the tools and I can play my radio and, you know, have the air compressor and everything. Alright, before I get it off the ground, I'm gonna break those lug nuts loose. See if that's the right size. There we go. Jeez. It's a strong guy to put them on. There's only 5 on this one. Should be 6. I'll get matching lug nuts later. We get closer to driving this thing. The problem was I got that little zert fittings loose on the rear and nothing's bleeding out, but the front one wouldn't come loose. So my hopes are I can get the front one loose and get that one to start pressurizing, and then maybe the back ones will start working. I don't know. It's a start. It's a place to start. I should look in my truck and see if my gloves are in there before I get my hands completely destroyed. Let's see. Not the gloves I was hoping for, but better than nothing. AutoZone had packages of these for like $9, and I used them. I kept using them, but don't have them anymore. All right, I'll show you what we're working on here. Got to get this fitting loose right here, and it didn't go with the wrench. And then we'll see what's what. It's about as good a view as you're gonna get. I'm gonna try this big vice grip. Go ahead and put this jack stand under here too. Gonna bring it down on the jack stand, but not off the jack. Okay. We should be pretty safe up here in the sand. Just a little bit of rocks. I don't want to end up with 4 lug nuts on this wheel, so I'm gonna go ahead and put these back on. Just a little bit anyways. And we'll see if the big vice grip will do the trick. If not, we'll figure something out. Yeah, probably just smash the hell out of it and hope that it grips. I might need to get a smaller pair actually. This one might be too big. Let's see. Yeah, it's not gonna grab very well. It's too big. Yeah, it's too big. I have to get a smaller pair of vice grips. Hit it with some highly flammable stuff. Okay, let's see. I think this one will get a better grip on it. It's still just rubbing that metal off because, you know, it's the way it's got to be. Can't be easy. So you go ahead and whack it a few times. See if I can't get a good grip on it. This tight as sin and hope for the best. I can't quite smash it. Dang. That ain't gonna be good enough. I can already tell. What a hunk of junk. Let's just lay on it with this for a while. I can get a new fitting, that's not a problem. I don't want to have to buy new calipers or even take the calipers off. I don't even know how to tell what year this differential is. I'm gonna see if there's a tag on this one or the rear one, and hopefully there is. If not, I don't have a clue. Won't have a clue at all. Let's try it this way. Nothing's gripping too well here. No, that's just gonna ruin these things. It's getting quite smashed, that's for sure. The other one just came right loose too, you know it. Let that sit for a while. Alright, so I've decided just to crack that line loose and try to bleed it up to the caliper, and maybe it'll bleed the rest of the way from there. So I brought a handful of wrenches because there's so much grease on that little banjo bolt that I couldn't tell what size it is. Well, 5/8 probably. Yep. Okay. Hey, what do you know? That one came off and fluid's coming out. I don't know if you can see that. Let me adjust the camera right about there. but some fluid came out immediately, so that's a good sign. I'm going to go ahead and push on the brake a couple of times. No, that was just fluid left over in the caliper that was dripping out. Now we'll see if anything actually is coming out of this hose. That's probably the problem. Yeah, nothing's coming out of the hose at all. That's just the line broke. Great. That's the end of that for today. The other day I wasn't dressed for this. Today I got some junkier clothes on, so I don't care if I get a little dirty. And so I'll probably see if this line is any good simply by blowing through it, because it wasn't leaking before. And I'm going to get it disconnected from the master cylinder. And then I'm going to go to the parts store and see what I can find. If I can, these guys, they got loud trucks, but they got no power, can't make the hill. So I'm going to try to get a 1980s model master cylinder and brake booster, and we'll put power brakes on this to match what we already have here. And in the future, I'm going to take this thing and go ahead and put disc brakes on the rear as well. And then that should be pretty good performance. With bigger tires, you probably need better brakes. So let's go ahead and try to get that out. I'll move you in closer. I hope you'll be able to see, but maybe you won't. It's kind of up in there. Also found this adapter. It might adapt a Holley 2-barrel to the 2-barrel GM intake, and I got a Holley 2-barrel I can take off another truck that's not running, because I don't think this one's running too good. Found that washer, put that back up here. That's good, that didn't disappear into nothingness. So I gotta get this little thing undone. It broke. I know the other side works, so I don't want to destroy it. Also, it's been a day. We could try and see if we can get that zert fitting out again, since I'm going to the parts store. It'd be wise to get that zert fitting out and buy a new one if I can. If not, there's a way that I can get fluid in there, but it'd be better if I didn't have to do it. Nah, nothing. Let's see if we go super tight. We got to go tight right about there where it's already smashed. Oh, we got it loose. All right. So we'll be able to bleed these brakes. If I had just waited a day, I probably wouldn't have broke that line. But that's the way she goes. And that's all right, because it's coming out now. It's still fighting me, but it's giving up. All right. Today probably is going to be a good day. Got paid today. Now, I'm going to make a video today. Well, we probably won't have enough material for a video. Maybe I should make it anyways. Maybe I do have enough material. I need to figure out what to do with the seats as well. I think I'm going to put the bars that mount on the floor all the way across to mount both seats, and then leave some ability to put a center console. And I'll probably put all my switches and stuff in there too. Come on, there we go. That sucker is in there. That's okay. Yeah, we could probably get it like this. Stop fooling around. These vice grips need some lubrication. So we got lucky here. So does that mean I won't get lucky elsewhere? Oh, that sucker's totally clogged up. I don't know if you can see it or not, but okay, one piece out, 2 pieces to go. Okay, we need to get this off. That seems to be the right size wrench. I really need some pipe wrenches. Well, I can take that off as long as I can get this one off. Problem is these lines will break when you're doing this. Well, it's 12 millimeter. What the hell? Okay. Yeah, it doesn't want to come. Now, I don't want to have to redo all the lines. If I can hold this block, maybe I can get the bigger piece. Let's see what other tools we have here to use to our advantage. Okay, so I can hold the block with these good vice grips. You don't even have to reuse that block, but I'd like to. Not too tight. We don't want to destroy it. Okay, so we got that. Wow, guess I really only have that 1 7/16 wrench. Ah, there we go. Try not to break stuff, remember? So it looks like this part wants to turn. Okay, turn away. There we go. We got that T. That's where that line broke. This, we'll probably reuse this line if it's any good, if we can get it off, that is. We'll do the same thing right here. Try to break it loose. Yeah, that worked. Okay, here's that. All right, so the problem is this little tiny line you can see is trying to rust itself together with this one, but here on our bench we could probably break it loose. We have better chances of breaking loose anyways. I need to get some line wrenches, but I don't have any, so I should probably buy some. That's the old school method here. Put the 2 wrenches like this and then squeeze them together. We'll see if it works. Get them on there real good while we're at it though. This one doesn't look too good. Come on, there we go. Okay, so that worked. So that's the fitting that goes into the other one. We're gonna clean all this out with some brake cleaner. So we'll take that fitting with us. That. Is this even clear? I'm gonna blow through it. Nope, not at all. Tastes terrible. We'll just get a new line. I'm not gonna waste hours on that. Probably come with a new one of these, but I'm gonna keep it right here. And what's next? We gotta get this little line fitting broken off. 3/8 and 7/16 again. That's going the wrong way. There we go. Okay, that one's moving. Seems like today is our day. That one's completely clean, which makes sense because it was working. Okay, there's our block with our little adapters. This one's stuck in there still, but do I care? I'm gonna break it loose anyways. Someone put a 1/2 inch on that side. There we go. Nope. Okay. There we go. That's all broken free. Now all I gotta do is get the one up top. Let's see if we can get a good angle. Just gotta get it out of that master cylinder. What size we got? It's 7/16 up there. Oh, this bucket is cracked. Don't collapse on me. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we're gonna have to replace that line because the other end broke. Okay, good. She came loose. The master cylinder is good, it's just manual brakes though. So I'm gonna cut that end off. Get me a piece of line, a new one from the auto parts. Gee, that sucker's stiff. Okay, now that's moving inside of itself. We'll see what they have available at the parts store. But I'd like to get both front brakes working today. That would be nice. All right, time to go to the parts store. Well, as you can see in here, I ran out of daylight, so I'm going to put my tools up. I got everything I needed except for the new brake hose. The lady there said that they don't carry them at AutoZone. I'm thinking that they do carry them. You just didn't know how to search for it. That's a common problem these days. People don't know how to search for the right thing. So I'm going to try to spray some brake cleaner down it real quick and see what's going to happen. Hopefully it'll just come to life and I won't get a bunch of brake cleaner in my eyes. We could probably get it down that banjo bolt hole better, or maybe not. Oh yeah. Sometimes it's real bad, sometimes it's not that bad. Let's see if we can stick that nozzle down in there a little ways. Nope. I don't want to have to go back and forth to the parts store 100 times. This isn't really recommended, but we're going to work the hose around. This is so rubbery. Maybe whatever piece of junk's in there will come loose if it's not right at the end here. It's right here at the opening. Oh yeah, I bet you it is. Let's see. Look at that. It's not great. But hey, that'll do it. Well, if the AutoZone person had known how to look it up, they could have sold me something I didn't need. Tastes terrible. Let's go this direction. I think the brake fluid, the corrosive nature of the brake fluid will do the rest. So we'll probably have brakes tomorrow. Great. Less I have to buy, the better. That way I can spend money on more exciting things, like interesting intake that's way too big for the truck, but who cares? We'll probably upgrade cam and lifters at some point, or just get a spicier engine for it, or build a spicier engine. But we're gonna take this thing all the way to, we get it on the road and we're driving it AC. It's got power windows that don't work. We're gonna fix that. So we got big plans here. Just help me out by subscribing. You don't have to do anything, it doesn't cost anything, but if we hit enough subscribers, then we can start to monetize and make money, and I'll put all the money back into the channel, buying new projects and working on the things I have. So thanks for watching. Tomorrow I'm going to work on this, and I'll have brakes tomorrow, I'm sure of it, and I'll try to get the back ones going. Thanks a lot. Bye.